Alright, what is going on, guys? So we're back with another Alliance War, and today we got a pretty good one. Got a lot of good, interesting, difficult fights. So starting up here on Path 5 once more, and we're actually versus Jokers. These guys are pretty good, pretty stacked Alliance. They're pretty good in war, pretty good defense all around. A good matchup. So first up on Path 5, we have the Sharpen Bar Power and extra power and defensive node here, and we have actually a Medusa. So Medusa here, not bad placement. Gonna go ahead and bring in Symbiote Supreme. Trying to get my staggers on her, so I'll just hit her as much time as possible in the first phase to really get rid of those Furies and nullify them, do a little bit of damage. But really just keep them off her so she doesn't auto block me. She does get up three here because I push her power to an L2 because it's a power gain node. Yeah, hit her with a little bit of a heavy attack. Then I'm gonna drop my L3. This is gonna nullify all her buffs, give me a flood of power. And I'll activate all my phases, so then we should be able to hit a pretty hard L2 and she should be dead. So we get close to an L2, not quite there. She's again at an L2, so I'm trying to just worry about that. And here I get to my L2, I'm like, all right, let's just throw this. This should just kill her. And if it doesn't kill her, we should have another L2, but it does. That fight went great, man. I was a little worried about it at first because I wasn't boosted or anything, but it it went solid. It went perfectly. So. Yeah, first fight down. Go ahead and scout the second fight. Let me bring the mic a little closer here. Second fight here, scout out, and it's actually a Blade. So Blade was really good to see here. I was really hoping that it wasn't a Korg, because I brought my champs as if it's not a Korg. And this guy has I'm pretty sure this guy had a Korg in his profile, but it looked like there's a good chance the Korg was on another node, so I just I chanced it, and yes, there was. I've never seen a Korg here. It could be an alright placement to catch someone off guard, thinking it's a Blade, like me. It would have been, but yeah, it wasn't. So yeah, very happy about that. Just a Blade here, so build up some poise, and yeah, he's a little aggressive. Just want to get these specials out of him here. I'm getting pushed back against the wall a little bit, but that's okay. Fight my way out. And just going to keep trying to bait out these specials. It also helps to build to max poise, which is good. I can go ahead and punish that since I'm against the wall. Usually you can't punish Blade. Against the wall, you got the spacing. Go ahead and get to an L2 here, and that is the end of the fight. See ya, buddy. Again, I'm not boosted for these first couple of fights. Scouted them. I knew I could fight them now. I was confident. And then, yeah, the next fight was actually a Phoenix. And, you know, like Phoenix, that sounds like an easy fight, right? But I haven't fought this node, Symbiote Supreme, in a while, and there's a 80% energy resistance on this node, and Symbiote Supreme uses energy as his basic attacks, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not sure. I was kind of worried. I'm like, maybe I should just wait till I boost up. So that's what I did. Just waited till the next day. Put on an attack boost, an attack and health boost, and some mystical boosts. Just help with some power. And yes, this is 565 Phoenix, Masochism. Just wanted to make sure I'd be able to do enough damage, so I put on the boost, and especially with the Mystic boost, I'll be able to cycle power, and then this fight should be pretty easy. So go ahead and trigger the Masochism at the start of the fight. Just get rid of that with a parry. And yeah, my basic attacks are hitting for like 250, so I think that's the energy resistance kicking in. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm pretty sure only my crits get through. So yeah, my damage output is lowered. We're still doing alright, and Symbiote Supreme's main damage comes from his specials anyways, and his bleeds. So yeah, we just gotta get to that. Yeah, go ahead and parry again, bait out the Masochism, which is fine. We're gonna get to an L3 here. I just wanna build up a little bit more of my genetic potential. There we go, we got 100 now. I think I just wanna bait out this special 2 first before we do anything else. I wanna get that special 2 out of her, there we go. Gonna go ahead and trigger Masochism, and then we'll drop our L3. This should just do some pretty good damage in and of itself, but then we should get a lot of power back, and then once we get to our L2, we can cycle them, but we got to make sure we don't use the L2 the first time we kill her, or we got to make sure we don't need a combo, because she'll go invulnerable after we kill her with the whole Rise of the Phoenix thing right here, so just got to wait for that to go away, and our bleed just finishes her off anyway. So yeah, just got to be careful about Phoenix, because she can catch you with that at the end. That and her power gain that she gets from using her special one, she can catch you sometimes. But yeah, first couple of fights went perfectly. All my champs are at a pretty good health pool still. And yeah, now we got a Killmonger on node 29 once again. Pretty confident in this fight now. This one is a full 565. Gonna go ahead and put on a invulnerability boost just to be safe. The war was pretty close at this time. This was we did this war at night actually, which is weird because usually I have to do my fights in the morning. So it was refreshing to be able to do them at night, just when I'm more focused and not when I just wake up and I'm all groggy. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and trigger the Masochism on this guy. And I just got to get to my L3. We do have the invulnerability just in case if we accidentally mess up, but mainly just to eat some L3s as kind of a controlled crash type plan. You normally in a fight you never want to eat an L3, but with the invulnerability boost, it's all good. So yeah, gonna get to my L3 in a second here. Boom, there we go. We're at 100 genetic potential and in our armor phase. So after this, gonna activate all of our phases, and we're gonna get a rush of power from that 100 genetic potential. And based on any damage we did from the L3 due to the mystic boosts, there we go. Push our power up to about a bar and a half, which is pretty good. Now you can see his power is just going through the roof now because this is a cornered node and we're putting bleeds on him. But that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and hit him with an L2. It's gonna do some great damage and give us enough power to launch another L2. This gives us enough power to launch another L2, but unfortunately we get too much power and pushes us to an L3. So I'm just like, alright, let's just drop it. We're gonna go ahead and use this L3. Well, he has a bunch of armor breaks on him, so this should in and of itself hit pretty hard. And as you can see, boom, look at that damage, man. I'm not sure how much that did, I wasn't paying attention, but it hit pretty hard. So now we're gonna eat this L3 to our face, take 0 damage because of the invulnerability boost. And then pretty much he should be dead. Launch this L2, and yeah, you can see 10k, 20k, 20k. Back at another L3 with all those armor breaks on him. He is just dead. This might be one of my best Killmonger fights, dude. It just went so flawlessly. There's so many armor breaks on him that our L3s are just hitting insanely hard. That's a 5-stat Killmonger. Whoosh. Vanquished pretty easily. That fight went great. Now next up, actually, there was this guy here, Fly Forever. He had a science champion on both nodes here, left and right. One of them was a thing, so I just had to wait to know which way I go because I was going to back up either way one of my teammates. So yeah, it turned out to be on the left side, so I go ahead and pull to the left. And yes, indeed, it is a thing, 565 thing, probably SIG 200. I'm not sure. But yeah, so this node is the regen node. There's vigor. It's cornered on it too. The only annoying thing is the burden of might. I kind of forgot about that. So every time I dex, I'm gonna get my power drained. So yeah, I gotta get my buffs going. As you can see, I only have one so far. I keep getting my power drained. So I kind of forgot about that. I want to make sure I'm timing his rock charges correctly as well. Right here, finally get off my first L1 about 38 seconds into the fight. There we go. Still no petrifies yet, but that's okay. They'll have to come eventually. I'm gonna go use another L1 here, get the debuffs going, and I just gotta keep an eye on those rock charges. Gotta make sure I make sure I push him to 15. I don't want to get to an uneven power when I have to hit him on the block a bunch of times to hit him up to a power bar threshold when he's at 15 or more rock stacks. Just want to push him to 15 every time he has power, and bait it out, and we'll be good to go. So we got two of each of our debuffs now. Go ahead and convert them to Fear of the Void. We're gonna go ahead and use another L1. Now we got some more petrifies on him, so now he's gonna start reversing with the regen from vigor. Once more, push him to those 15 rock stacks. Gonna go ahead and bait this out, and yeah, once that vigor triggers, you can see his health's gonna start plummeting. Yeah, you can see. Oh yeah, you can see like 1400 a tick. It's going down. He's a couple 1k ticks. You can see his health just plummeted down because of that reverse healing from the vigor. So that worked out perfectly. He's almost dead here. We're gonna have to bait one more special attack and bait this out, and boom, we got 2 Fear of the Voids up now. We actually triggered his protection shielding because our attack was too high. Because you get so much attack from Fear of the Void, especially at SIG 200. But yeah, soon after he goes down, that fight went perfectly, and we also had the invulnerability boost carried over from the last fight, so yeah, we were pretty safe there, and yeah, that fight just went great. Really proud of that thing fight. I'm getting really good at fighting him in war. Now, next up, we have a Heimdall on the mini-boss here, and I went into this with Symbiote Supreme, forgetting that I tried this fight before, and it was kind of sketchy. And this time it's even sketchier, man. I instantly regretted this fight. Once I got in, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. So basically the problem here is this is a plagued mine node, and Heimdall doesn't want to throw his stupid specials. Against the wall now, he finally throws it, man. Try to use my heavy attack to hit it off, and I got the spacing right there, luckily. But the problem is I'm going to keep getting my power drained. The plan was just to get to my L3, cycle the L2s, and we'd be good to go, but I can't do that now. There's also Limber on this node, so I only have so many parries. So go ahead and go for an L2 here. And my invulnerability boost at this point has fallen off. So I'm like this is not good, man. This is really not good. I'm losing a bunch of health. I should have healed up too. I just shouldn't have went in here with Stimmy Supreme. I'm getting pushed against the corner. I have to push him to an L2, and now the plan is to stall until I get to my till I get to an L2 so I can power drain him. Luckily, I get enough power to power drain him here. And yeah, I try again, and he didn't dash at me. I'm like, fudge. But then I realize I have the armor phase now, so I can only lose 15%. So if I'm going to eat something, I got to eat it now. Either an L2 or an L3. I'm going to push him up to an L3, or I guess I was trying to bait the L2, and he doesn't want to throw it. I'm like, throw it now, dude. It's not good. He doesn't throw it. He hits me with a combo, but luckily, I get my L3 off. If he got his L3 off there, he probably would have killed me. But luckily, I get to my L3 first. I was panicking. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to hit by an L3. But then I realized, after I use my L3, I'll have the armor back up, so then I can eat an L3 from him. And we'll only take 15%, dude. This fight, I am freaking out. This is not going good. This was not planned at all. I'm not going to bring Stimmy Supreme into this matchup again. So yeah, we survive. We're all good. But he has the true strike up. I try to time a heavy attack here. It doesn't work. I eat a combo to the face. I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, so I go for a parry. There we go. Get some bleeds going on him. And I'm freaking out, man. I have 17% health. This is really not good. I get a flood of power from my genetic potential. Gonna go for some power steals here. We get power steal off. I'm gonna go ahead for another one. Cycle some more power, but I get power drained from Plague Mind. Stupid Plague Mind. So there's 9% left to go here. Go ahead, parry. I should get enough power to launch another L2. He's pushing me back, so I'm trying to buy time now. I don't want to bait an L2 from him. I get to my L3, launch this. There's like less than 30 seconds left. He has 2% though, so this should finish the fight. Oh my god, dude, this should not have been such a close fight. This is just the Plagued Mind just kills Stimmy Supreme here, but we got him down. Didn't die, barely though. But yeah, unfortunately, again, we lost. So this puts us to 1-5 this season, I think. This was a 3 battle group war. Now I think we're gonna go for another 2 battle group war because we won the last one. See how that goes. But yeah, we ended up losing this one again. But that sucks. But my path was fun, man. That Heimdall fight. Oh man, that was funny. I was freaking out, man. I was freaking out. It was just so funny. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Hope you did enjoy this war video. If you did, drop a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Yeah, let me know if there's anything, if you guys are liking the path 5, because that's what I've been taking, or if you guys want to see a different path, which path you'd like to see, or if you want to see some different champs in Alliance War. I haven't really been bringing Corvus, but yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching. Peace.